Welcome to the October Symmes Township Trustee meeting. If you would please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and stay standing for an invocation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We pray for conflicts in both Ukraine and Israel. Please grant us peace, teach us peace, and guide us in the way of peace, locally, nationally, and internationally. We are thankful for our community of Symmes Township, including our neighborhoods, schools, library, parks, and churches. Please continue to bless Symmes Township, including our residents, businesses, administration, public works, sheriff, fire department, and our military. Amen.
Amen.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Beck?
Here.
Ms. Louise?
Here.
Mr. Bryan?
Here.
I move approval of the agenda.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Ms. Louise?
Aye.
Mr. Bryan?
Aye.
I move approval of minutes, regular meeting minutes, September 12th, 2023, and special meeting minutes, September 28th, 2023.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Mr. Bryan?
Aye.
Ms. Louise?
Aye.
Kim, do you have the fiscal officer's report? We should mention Joe Grossi is excused this evening.
So the fiscal officer's report for the month of September, in our checking account balance, we have $10,101,820.31. In the HRA account balance, we have $13,398.14. In our investment account through meter, we have $8,335,285.86. Our revenue to date is $10,465,170.92. I should note that we just received our second half of collections from the auditor.
Is that included in that number?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Under appropriations for 2023, our expenditures to date, we have spent $8,059,708.09. The payments made in September total $1,226,966.21. Under our major fund balances for the general fund, we have $3,018,941.80. Under the park levy, we have $458,037.24. Under the Rossi Park levy, we have $664,592.73. Under the police levy, we have $1,226,130.20. Under the fire levy, we have $847,084.14. Under the road levy, we have $787,875.63. Under the safety services levy, we have $4,716,494.81. In our ARP fund, we have $758,442.86. And under our TIF account, we have $2,817,301.46 for a grand total of $17,956,765.57.
I move that we accept the fiscal officer's report.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Ms. Lees?
Aye.
Mr. Bryan?
Aye.
And with that, we move into presentations, starting with Major Chris Ketteman, Hamilton County Sheriff Department. Presentation of donation for the Seven Gables Playground. Welcome back.
Yes. Good evening. It's been a little bit since I've been out here last. Symmes Township's always been a special place. I started my career in law enforcement over 30 years ago out here in Symmes Township, when Montgomery was only 2 lanes. It's really nice for me to be able to come here on behalf of Sheriff McGuffey and the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office to donate to the Simmsville Park over there at Seven Gables. We heard about it through our Township Administrator, Kim LaPensi. Sheriff jumped right on. It looks really neat. I have a grandson now So who knows, I may be coming over there to Simmesville myself. I'd like to present a check. It is for $6,720.
Thank you.
We do appreciate the commitment that Symmes is to the community, and also it's right across the street from the police station and the firehouse. So what a great opportunity for us to help build on those strong ties.
Thank you.
fantastic.
And
Thank
it's sponsoring a police car or a police house?
The police station, the
Station.
sheriff's
Police station.
office.
We like to
Yeah.
call it the sheriff's
Sheriff's
office. if that's
office.
Well,
okay.
in
Nothing-
Simmesville,
Simmesville, yeah, and that little house, the little sheriff's station,
Picture.
if you can.
yeah.
You know, especially with your father, he helped build our agency, and I'm myself personally indebted to him forever. He left us with a great foundation, and we're getting back to that, so.
Yes, let's get a picture.
Ken, can you come
You
down?
want to just stand behind or you want to?
I'm tall, so if you guys want to stand up there, that's.
No, I'm talking. My phone upstairs.
We can do
We
that.
can do that.
I'm sorry, Jeff. Jeff's gonna take it. I left my phone upstairs.
Do we want to come closer?
Thank you.
Yeah, you know.
You want me to turn facing you?
You bet. I mean, come
I
on.
feel like Ed McMahon.
Bill's just good over there. I want to get everybody in there. All right. All right. Great.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you,
Major.
very
Thank
much.
you, I appreciate it.
Thank
Like I said, I
you. We appreciate
the
you.
relationship.
Yes, we
We'll just
do.
give that
It
to
was
Ken.
him?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank
Chris.
you.
Always turning over money. Very nice thing.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Major. Be safe.
Come enjoy.
Oh, yes.
Okay, next presentation, Deputy Chief Bruce Hawk. Loveland Symmes Fire Department, presentation of CPSE accreditation plaque to the board and recognition
Oh,
of,
Chris forgot his phone.
oh, oops. Okay,
Can't go far without that. He realized as soon as he got out the door.
it's fine
Oh.
on the podium. So presentation of presentation of CPSE accreditation plaque to the board and recognition of Captain Aaron Berg and the Northeast Communications for meeting the essential training requirements for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Take it away.
Good evening, Board of Trustees and members of the community. We are happy to report that the Loveland Symmes Fire Department has earned accredited agency status with the Commission on Fire Accreditation International for meeting the criteria established through the accreditation program. By earning reaccreditation status, the Loveland Symmes Fire Department remains one of just over 300 fire departments throughout the world to achieve internationally accredited agency status with CFAI and the Center for Public Safety Excellence. CFAI is dedicated to assisting fire and emergency service agencies throughout the world in achieving excellence through self-assessment and accreditation to provide continuous quality improvement and the enhancement of service delivery to their communities. The CFAI process is voluntary and provides agencies with an improvement model to assess their service delivery and performance internally, and then works with the team of peers from other agencies to evaluate the completed self-assessment. We'd like to thank the community and our elected officials for their continued support of the Loveland Symmes Fire Department. And with that, we'd like to present this accreditation plaque to Symmes Township. This is the first item.
Excellent. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Last month, Captain Aaron Berg was representing our Northeast Communications down south in Nashville, Tennessee, for the APCO, which is the Association of Public Safety Communications Officials National Conference. While there, our dispatchers were recognized by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children for their recent partnership in the Missing Kids Readiness Program. Northeast Communications took part in meeting the essential training and policy elements demonstrating preparedness for responding to a missing child incident. We want to recognize Captain Aaron Berg and his team for a job well done. I will turn it over to Captain Berg for the more details of what they did and how they were recognized.
Great. Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Quite a number of years ago, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children created a program called the Missing Kids Readiness Program that was designed to help public safety agencies better prepare and respond to incidents of missing, abducted, or sexually exploited children. They have made this program free to all public safety agencies that want to take part in it. The program itself required our dispatchers to undergo specific training on these types of calls, our supervisors and trainers to go through additional training to ensure that the dispatchers are being trained to the level they need to. And there was an additional course that I had to complete as the agency's executive. Once we created and completed that training program within our already existing training program, we had to develop and publish a policy on what specifically should be done with these types of calls. Previously, these calls were lumped into our kind of higher priority police incident response protocol. These now have their own protocol specific to them. Once the training was completed and the policy was written and published, we had to provide that data to NECMEC so they could verify that our policy and our training practices complied with their standard on responding to these types of calls and met key elements of their model policy. Once that was completed, we were recognized as partners in the program. 5 years from now, we'll have to re-partner with them, where not only will they go through our training just as they did this time, but they will also go through our quality assurance reviews of these types of calls to make sure that what is in the policy is actually what we're doing. There are just about 325 911 centers across the state of Ohio. Currently, there are only 8 in the state that have this partnership, and we were the 8th one. Was glad that I was able to go down to Nashville and represent our dispatchers nationally, and then also here locally with you guys in Loveland City Council. And just as the fire department as a whole, we also appreciate the support that we get as the 911 center for the city and the township from not only the elected officials, but also the public that we serve. So we would like to present this award to Symmes Township as well. This is our membership award for 2023 from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. Congratulations.
Nice job.
Do you want to go down?
Yeah. I can go down.
We're not tall.
You want us to stand up?
You don't want us towered over you.
Right.
All right.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Let's get one more.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Jen.
I sent you the first batch. I'll just text these.
Always welcome.
That's fine, no problem.
All right, that was excellent. Thank you. A lot of good news to share. No public hearings. I move approval of disbursements warrants 83454 to 83607 and vouchers 470 to 532 totaling $1,226,966.21.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Ms. Lees?
Aye.
Reports, Law Director.
Thank you. As I'm downloading the photographs to send here to Kim, I have nothing further to report
Okay.
other than taking good pictures.
Okay, appreciate that. Thank you.
Actually, wait, I do
Yeah.
have something
Yes,
good to
I
report.
was gonna say, didn't,
State
yeah.
level?
Don't get too excited, but I was able to speak to someone from the Ohio National Guard, and with respect to our Camp Dennison property issue.
Good.
And he has assured me that they have looked through all of their records and they have no indication that they have any ownership interest in that property. And essentially what he told me was even if they had found something, they have no objection to us, to the township taking ownership of that for this type of project. So that's the good news. What I have to get is something from the Attorney General's office confirming that the state has no interest in the property. Once I get that, we can refile. We still have to go through the process with the other couple entities that do show up as having a property interest. None of them exist anymore. So it's really a formality that we'll have to go through the process, try to serve them notice, even though we know they don't exist. Probably have to publish it in the newspaper, and then once all the time has gone, then we should be able to file something with the court to clarify that the township will own those 2 slivers of property.
Okay.
And we can
Do we have a timeline yet? Yeah.
A lot of it will depend on when I get the written response back from the Ohio Attorney General's office. But then once we can refile, it's not, I'm going to say it's not exactly fast. We'll have to refile the complaint. We'll have to go through the publication process to get to serve notice on the other parties. And then once that happens, we'll still have to wait 30 days for them to not answer. And then we can move for what's called a default judgment.
Who's the judge? Do you remember?
It was Judge Nestor.
Nestor, okay.
So yes, it's not going to be necessarily fast, but at least it will be a much smoother process from this point forward.
Okay.
That's good progress. Were you able to learn anything at the state level relative to the TIF?
No, we haven't found anything else different, and I know, at least I don't think, Kim, you have, we didn't hear anything back from
Our representative.
the representative that
Baker.
was here that was going to do some other digging for us too. So,
Okay,
no.
so we're still waiting.
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, police, Lieutenant Mike Tarr.
I don't have anything to report tonight.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Fire, Deputy
We
Chief.
have our submitted report, and I have nothing else to.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, great open house last night. Yeah, that was very cool. For both. Yes, although I was just about to say, yeah.
They're pretty neat.
Yeah, that was neat. Kim, do we have anything from Public Works?
All paving has been completed for our paving program, 23 paving program, and then we're waiting on J.K. Muir to finish the trail at Seven Gables, or to start the trail and finish it. It should be sometime the end of this month.
Good. Any committees? Don't think so. Anything under other?
Well, I was going to add this to events and meetings, but I wanted to mention that the trail at Mead is almost completed for Halloween. I'm hoping to maybe get some help tomorrow, Kim, so we can get the trail completed and up and running. It's 90% done. We just have a few things, so it shouldn't take more than a couple hours. But I just want to remind everybody to get out and enjoy it because it is super fun. And I was working on it the other day, and I was on the bridge setting up the spiders, and all I could hear in the back, these kids screaming and laughing and giggling, and it was the cutest thing in the world. So please come out and enjoy it. It's lots of fun.
Thank you, Jody. Thank you for all your work with that.
Yeah, it was good. It's fun.
Okay, now we move to hearing from residents.
Hello, Jeff Reichman, 9519 Appomattox Court. I have to say I do agree. I think the trail is really spectacular. And also, all the trees that have been cleared there. I mean, the first time I went, I almost got lost. It looks so different. It really looks great.
It does. We've had a lot of people not understand that we do that to make a healthy environment.
Right.
And it needs to be done every once in a while because
Yeah.
people they come and it's like, it looks very different, like you said.
Yeah, it really, I mean, I was disappointed that they cut down the beech trees because they're the only trees in the park that maintain their leaves over the winter, but, you know, c'est la vie.
But next year, you'll see all those little flowers coming up that's
Yeah.
native to Ohio that couldn't get up because of all the invasive species.
All right. Well, thank you for the opportunity to address you today on a matter of great importance to our community, the completion of the sidewalk project on Union Cemetery Road within Symmes Township. The project, while seemingly straightforward, holds significant implications for safety, accessibility, and overall well-being for our township residents. Today, I'd like to make a case for why the Symmes Township trustees should prioritize the completion of the entirety of the sidewalk project on Union Cemetery Road within the township limits, even in the face of financial constraints and the City of Loveland's reluctance to contribute. First and foremost, safety should always be our top priority. Union Cemetery Road is a busy thoroughfare frequented by pedestrians, cyclists, and motorists alike. The lack of a continuous sidewalk poses a significant safety risk for those of us who use the road daily, something I intend to discuss further with the Loveland City Council at their next council meeting. Fortunately, it was also tonight. Completing the sidewalk project will provide a dedicated and safe pathway for pedestrians and cyclists, reducing the chances of accidents and injuries. This is particularly crucial for the many students who walk or bike to nearby schools, entertainment venues, parks, and businesses. Ensuring their safety should be paramount concern for all of us. Furthermore, completing the sidewalk project aligns with the township's principles of accessibility and inclusivity. By providing a continuous pathway, we make our community more accessible to people of all ages and abilities. This project will benefit not only able-bodied individuals, but those with mobility challenges, parents pushing strollers, and the elderly. It's a step towards creating a more inclusive and welcoming community for everyone, regardless of their mode of transportation or physical limitations. Additionally, investing in infrastructure projects like this can have long-term economic benefits. Safe and accessible sidewalks can enhance property values in the area as they make neighborhoods more attractive and desirable. Moreover, improved pedestrian access can encourage local businesses to thrive, as it makes it easier for potential customers to access their establishments. In the long run, this can lead to an increased revenue for both township and local businesses, which can help offset the initial costs of the project. Now, I understand that there are financial constraints and that the City of Loveland may not be willing to contribute to this project at this time. However, let's remember that we all have a responsibility to prioritize the well-being of our community. Sometimes it falls upon us to take the lead, even when faced with challenges. The completion of the sidewalk project is an investment in safety, accessibility, and prosperity of the Symmes Township community, and it's a responsibility that we should not shirk. In conclusion, completing the entirety of the sidewalk project on Union Cemetery Road is not just a matter of convenience, it's a matter of safety, accessibility, and economic growth. Our community deserves the benefits that come with this project, and it's our responsibility to make it happen. Let us not be deterred by financial constraints or external factors, but rather let's come together as a community to prioritize the well-being of our residents and ensure that Union Cemetery becomes a safer and more accessible place for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. And Jeff, I have talked to several residents from Loveland community who are interested in the sidewalk project as well, and I let them know that it would help the overall project for them to be organized and approach council.
Yeah, and to that end, I have been in contact with Chase Cohn, who's the Chief Operating Officer of the Lodge, and he has written to Mayor Bailey and to Dave Kennedy, the city administrator, and has vowed his support for the project. I'm also working with the HOA at Carrington. Nikki Pennington is the community manager, and they actually have a board meeting this week where they're going to be bringing this up too. So I'm hoping that within that little area of the city of Loveland, we can garner some support for this project.
That would be great.
Yeah, when you think about it, City of Loveland's last population was about 13,000 people as of the 2020 census. Between those two communities, Carrington and in the Lodge, there's almost 1,000 people. That's nearly 10% of the city of Loveland's total population. And quite frankly, I think that the city of Loveland has done a disservice to those people by not recognizing their needs and accessibility issues.
Can I ask you to go talk to Anthony's Furniture?
You bet.
He owns that strip between the gas station and so on, and that's zoned Loveland.
Yeah, no, I agree. So there's a couple of things, and without probably getting into too much detail, I think, on the one hand, if all the city of Loveland was able to do this year was to support the edges, meaning from Speedway gas station, which is in Symmes Township, through Anthony's and to the Lodge's entrance, and then also at Carrington, it's about 200 linear feet of sidewalk. I think they should do that, and at least that will allow the sidewalk portions that are contiguous for Symmes Township to not end in grass, but to go to parking lot or a driveway or something like that.
Right.
So that would be kind of the de minimis amount. Obviously, the best thing would be for them to continue all the way around with us completing the curve right out here, along with the two pieces.
Yeah, if we could have it bid out all together,
That would even be better.
maybe we could save money.
Right. So, yeah, Ken, if you want to get me the contact info for the Anthony's Furniture guy,
I don't know who he is.
what's
I
his
just
name?
know that he used to be putting all his signs up in Symmes Township
Yes.
until we confiscated them. Now he's in every other community around.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, as you can tell, no problem for me to reach out to these people. So,
Yeah, we've tried.
okay.
We've tried to deal with City of Loveland and City Manager,
Yeah.
and
Well, I'm gonna go out to-
no priority interest.
I'm going to go out in front of the election places on November and say, Kathy Bailey doesn't care about you.
Can't vote in that
That's
election.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thanks
Jeff.
for taking the lead on that, Jeff.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Our
Symmes
favorite
Public
librarian.
So good to be back. Elizabeth Sullivan. I'm the Senior Branch Manager at the Symmes Township Branch Library. So I am just here for a couple updates about some things that our library system as a whole has accomplished over this year as we're reaching the end of the year already. A few highlights from Symmes Township and just a few educational pieces about our upcoming levy. So for the library as a whole, we have committed to improving 41 locations over 10 years because the community has told us how much they really value public space and a space that's free and welcoming. So far we have invested $90 million back into our communities in Hamilton County and completed 14 of these projects. As you are well aware, the Symmes Township branch is a project that will be taking place in 2024 as well. So we'll be added to that, which is wonderful. In 2019, we did community listening sessions throughout the county. 90 of those were held. And one thing that we heard on repeat from these different listening sessions were that we really needed more reservable community spaces, more meeting rooms, study rooms, things of that nature. We've managed to add 42 of these spaces in the last year, and Symmes will be also included in that. We will be getting an additional meeting room as part of our building redesign. So we're very excited about that as well.
Good.
Last year alone, we hosted over 5,000 story times and delivered over 155,000 items to seniors facilities across the county. So we're really proud of those 3 talking points and just wanted to make sure you were aware. We had the opportunity to attend Fall for Symmes this past weekend,
Yes.
which I hear you
And
both
ran out of
stopped by.
books.
Yes.
Early.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
So it was a great event. We've been really happy to be involved in a couple of the Symmes community events this year. We really hope for that to continue in 2024, just so that we can be more present in the community and partner with you. We also held a customer appreciation day the following day. And we were able to see, between the two events, over 828 residents between our community event and Fall for Symmes.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's been really nice for us, and we're excited to be so involved.
And we really love story time in the parks.
Yes.
It's awesome. And I'm so glad that we had it this year with the sunflowers.
Yes.
It really worked out
Yes,
nicely.
I heard that was lovely from Rebecca, who is our librarian that has been doing those. So we're very excited to do those again next year as well. We are about this close to reaching a final design for the exterior of our building. So what that will do is really address safety and parking in our building structure. Right now, there's a lot of kind of unsafe moments with all of our families that kind of are trying to cross while we've got multiple lanes of traffic trying to come out. So we are actually going to be hopefully putting a one-way drive all the way around the building to make sure that we are ensuring safety of folks coming and going. We are also looking to flip-flop where the entrance of the building is, moving it back to where the soccer fields are behind the building. That way there's more accessible parking and more of it available very close to the entrance, whereas right now folks really need to kind of still walk quite a bit, even if you're parked in some of those accessible spaces. So that part, we're getting about this close. We do expect to break ground on that project at some point in 2024. We have been pushed back a little bit due to some delays in a few of the other projects. And then finally, I just wanted to make sure that you were aware that the library is up for a levy renewal on the November ballot. We are issue 20. It is a $1 million renewal with a $500,000 increase. So I have some just general funding information that you can review at your own leisure, just about kind of the library's history of being fiscally responsive and how we are funded.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you.
And then finally, I am due to have a baby in about 4 weeks.
Congratulations.
So, thank you very much. I am very looking forward to Simmsville and all of the exciting things to take her to when she's a little bit older. But that also means I won't be back until spring, as I'll be out on maternity leave for a few months.
Yes.
So I will see you all in the spring.
Yes.
Thank you so much
look
for your
forward to it.
time and for all the work that you do.
Thank
You're
you.
very appreciated.
Thank you,
Thank you
Elizabeth.
so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here. Okay, any other residents? No? All right. Correspondence is attached to the meeting minutes. Moving into events and meetings. Thank you.
Thank you.
We had Fall from Symmes last Friday, October 6th, which was amazing.
Do we have any idea of head count? I thought it was more crowded than, well, I wasn't here last
I
year,
would
but
say,
Yeah, the weather was
yeah, the weather
Yeah.
was really nice.
perfect. Yes. Great event. Everyone
Yes.
had a lot of good
Our staff did an
feedback.
amazing job.
Yes. Yeah, the Haunted Trail was
Very fun.
off the charts. Loveland Sustainability One Stop Drop was last Saturday, and that is on a monthly basis.
And, well, this one was a special one.
Well, that was
Yes,
a
this
special
was-
one.
And I
you're
just
right.
want you to know that have you seen what we collect every month? It's three
Yes.
times more. It's
Yes.
huge.
I've seen
They
what
did a-
leaves my garage.
Yeah, well,
I
you
participated.
see the wall of the fire department, they always get like, when is that leaving? Because it's like, recyclable stuff. But we are doing really well in Symmes Township, and it's really nice to get the word out that we do this one-stop drop to help everybody, and I'm glad that it's being used.
Yes. It's a plus for the community.
Yes,
And,
it is.
and I also heard a couple things that starting in November, I don't know if it's confirmed, but I've heard starting in November that we will be able to bring number one plastics once again. Because there are several months where they were not accepted, and now they're going to be accepted again, which, number one, plastics are prevalent.
And all
Yeah,
this
a lot of
goes
the
to the
trays.
Cincinnati Reuse Hub Center downtown. If we didn't have this program in Symmes Township, everybody would have to drive there to drop it off. So it's a very nice thing that we have, so they can drop it off here and we take it down.
In addition to number one, plastics, either new pens or spent pens, basically school pens, pencils, crayon, whatever, markers can be recycled.
Yeah, but you have to segregate them. Is the unused and used?
Yes. Yes.
They have all those tubs.
Just next
Right.
bin.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones
Like I
over
say,
there.
we've
You gotta
got
take them all
about
apart to find out if there's any ink in it.
30
before you
bins
can
in
throw
our
it in which bin.
garage, so we just sort as we go. Makes it a lot easier.
Right, yeah, just bundle them.
Okay, we had Indigenous Peoples' Day / Columbus Day. That was on Monday, October 9th. Finance and Audit Committee meeting coming up Wednesday, October 25th, 6 p.m. here at the Administration Building. Halloween, Tuesday, October 31st from 6 to 8 p.m. Board of Zoning Appeals, Monday, November 6th, 7 p.m. at the Administration Building. Veterans Day, coming up Friday, November 11th. Township offices will be closed. And the next regular trustees meeting is Tuesday, November 14th at 7 p.m. here at the Administration Building, which is the second Tuesday of the month because the first Tuesday is Election Day. So please get out and vote. That's important. Moving into old business. Approval, Resolution G2023-82, resolution authorizing the Township Administrator to enter into an agreement with River Oak Services, LLC, for the installation of landscaping materials in the medians on Montgomery Road in the amount of $64,977.50.
Second.
Discussion.
We've discussed this in many meetings. So
Yes.
we will finally be doing this project. The bid limit went up to $75,000 on October 3rd. So we're going to take advantage of that. So we got a revised bid at $64,977.50.
That's good. I've been talking about this since I started as a trustee. Very long time ago, and I'm finally glad because we're catching up with all the other townships. So they come in and they're decorated, and as we leave, they're decorated, but in between, we are not. So I'm glad to see that we're finally getting there.
Be a very good beautification addition. Yes. All right. Roll call, please.
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Miss Lees?
Aye.
Aye.
I'm sorry, Mr.
We're on to the next.
I'm waiting.
Sorry.
All right, into new business. I make a motion to accept the donations of $10,000 from the Loveland Firefighters Association, $2,375 from the Rotary Club in Northeast Cincinnati Foundation, and $6,560 from the Little Miami Chamber Alliance, and $6,720 from the Hamilton County Sheriff for Phase 2 of the Seven Gables Playground.
Second.
Discussion.
Just want to thank everybody. It's a nice addition to the township, and I know everybody's using it, so I'm glad that we finally got there.
And this Phase 2 will be worked on over the winter into spring.
Yes.
Yes.
That,
And then we'll have a big opening.
that playground has really been used since we put the first phase in. It's really used.
It's the talk of the township.
For sure.
Great. Well, thank you to all the folks who donated. Much appreciated. Roll call, please.
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Miss Lees?
Aye.
I make a motion to appoint Cindy Reichman, Jeff Reichman, Julie Hanser, Russ Goldner, Sarah Coons, Joel Deutsch, Hillary Wishnick, Justin Jordan, Carla Spurlock, and Margaret Wessling to the Bicentennial Committee to help plan events for 2024.
Second?
Discussion.
Thank you.
Yes.
I guess I'd like to make a comment that we had posted opportunities to be on this committee several months ago, and we didn't get too many people who volunteered. And then Jeff said that he and his wife had great interest in this, and all of a sudden we end up with a great committee. So thank you, Jeff.
Yes. And everyone brings something different to the committee, different background, different experience. And same thing with Margaret Westling. She has come in and she has different talents and experiences and connections as well. So, yes.
And it's going to be a very fun year next year. We're going to do lots of fun stuff in the township. Thank you for being part of
I gotta
it.
say that, you know, maybe it's just dumb luck that I happen to be, and I don't watch all of your YouTube meetings, but it just so happened that we all got lucky that I watched that one. And, you know, I think it is something that the community should recognize. To be honest, I'm not really sure how it was publicized in the past, but, you know, I think there's a lot of really good people in the township that bring a lot of diverse backgrounds and experiences that can help with this. And, you know, and certainly if there's other people who are watching this, or who you all know, or who other members of the community know that want to be part of this, I mean, I'm hoping to do very little to let my wife and some of the other people that are involved take lead on this, but you know, I think it's something that is exciting, and you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody can help bring together. So.
Yes. We sure appreciate it. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other discussion? Move approval, please.
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Ms. Lees?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Thank you. I make a motion to approve underpayments of salary for Phil Beck in the amount of $1,238. That is $828 in 2022 and $410 in 2021. And Joseph Grossi in the amount of $1,699, which equates to $1,136 in 2022 and $563 in 2021 per the audit.
Second?
Discussion.
Underpaid.
Yeah, I think the auditors found that the two people that are on the election cycle with Mr. Beck and Joe Grossi were somehow underpaid because actually the state legislature sets the salaries for our positions, and evidently in paying them, we missed it. So this is just a catch-up.
Okay. Further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Beck?
I guess I should probably recuse myself? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Jeff.
Ms. Lees?
Yes.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Next item, I move approval Resolution G2023-101, resolution petitioning to the Board of Hamilton County Commissioners to transfer ownership of certain county property, parcel 620-0210-0422, to the Symmes Township Board of Trustees for township road purposes.
Second.
Discussion. This is, go ahead.
No, I
This-
wasn't going to say
By
anything, but I can.
Seven Gables, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to consolidate all the parcels that we own along Belong Road, and there was one that we missed, and the county owns it, so we're trying to get it all under one. If we get title to that property from the county, we can merge all of them into one parcel and then declare it part of the park, so we don't have to pay taxes on it. That's the bottom line.
So-
Anything else?
So after the affirmative action of the commissioners, which we hope, then we need to consolidate, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Excellent. Roll call, please.
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Ms. Lees?
Aye.
I move approval Resolution G2023-102, resolution amending rules and regulations and revising fee schedule for Symmes Township cemeteries.
Second?
Discussion?
This will raise all of our cemetery fees by 10% for 2024.
Okay. We talked about this.
Yeah.
In work session. Yes.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Ms. Lees?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
I move approval Resolution G 2023-103, resolution to amend fees for applications and other procedures under the Symmes zoning resolution.
Second.
Discussion.
Talked about this too.
Yes. Work
This
session.
would raise
No.
our zoning fees 5% for 2024.
Yeah, our costs are going up, so we have to increase our fees
Yes.
to maintain some semblance of balance.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Ms. Lees?
Aye.
I move approval Resolution G 2023-104, resolution revising Symmes Township Personnel Policy Manual, Article 4, Employee Benefits.
Second?
Discussion.
These proposed changes would change our manual by increasing the number of holidays by a half day for Christmas Eve and a half day for New Year's Eve, clarification of vacation credit, changing sick leave occurrences, and then just making a statement that our ID badges have to be returned to us when employees leave employment.
Yeah.
We also covered this at work session.
Yes.
Roll call.
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Ms. Lees?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
I move approval Resolution G 2023-105, resolution authorizing the Township Administrator to enter into a group data sharing agreement with Medical Mutual of Ohio.
Second.
Discussion.
Sorry, I had to add this at the last minute. Medical Mutual of Ohio would like us to sign an agreement with them stating that we're requesting them to share the EOBs, the explanation of benefits, with Burnham and Flowers when they administer our HRA program. That's why I had everybody sign a sheet saying that they agreed.
Yeah. It's just it's housekeeping. It's a piece of paper that we have to sign in order to get permission.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Roll call.
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Ms. Lees?
Aye.
I move approval Resolution G 2023-106, resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor.
Second. Go ahead. Jody got it.
Discussion.
This is we do this every year. The Budget Commission sends us, or the county auditor actually sends us all the information, and it's basically the tax budget that we submitted in July. They take that to the Budget Commission, get that approved. The Budget Commission usually lowers all of our numbers, which they did this year too, and they resend it back to us, and then we have to accept all those amounts and rates determined by the budget, or the commission.
Okay. Questions, comments?
We do it every year.
Nothing to do with it.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Ms. Lees?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
I move approval of the following expenditures and authorization for the Township Administrator to sign any necessary contracts, agreements, or paperwork. A, change in the following appropriations. Fund name, Special Energy Fund Number 2901-710-314-0000, increase $135 for a total fund amount $2,825. B, expenditures $1,800, Michelle Robinson Band contract for Home of the Brave Bicentennial Blast. And C, expenditures $2,500, Cleam, to purchase a flashing stop sign for Humphrey Road.
Second?
Discussion.
So the energy account number, the fund account number, the 2901, normally this what it was in 2017 or 2018, we created a special energy district for Five Seasons Country Club. And what they did is it allowed them to make energy improvements to their building. So when they borrowed money to do that, they were able to take advantage of the fact that they could pay that amount in their taxes to the county auditor and treasurer, and then they take that money and they send it back out to us as a pass-through, which goes, and then we make a payment to the bank where they borrowed the money. So that gives them the ability to write that payment off on their taxes because now it's interest and they get that tax advantage. This year, at the beginning of the year, I guess they made their payment late. So the county held on to the money until this second collection. And in doing so, they had to pay a penalty for that. So that's why we have to increase the appropriation amount. Because the county auditor and the treasurer took additional money out because of the penalties.
Okay,
This is a pass-through,
yes.
and we get a small stipend for basically administering the program.
Right, for making that payment.
Yes.
Okay. And then Michelle Robinson Band is the second of 3.
Right, for the bicentennial blast.
And then the flashing stop sign at Humphrey, I know Lieutenant Tarr is not here, but that is another location that is notorious.
Where is it going to be located?
Humphrey and Fox Hunter. It
Oh.
is notorious.
Where
for
does the stop sign
rolling
now,
stops.
the left turn?
Yeah.
You almost have to make a
Down
U to
there.
go
Yeah.
to Fox Hunter?
Yeah, but
Okay.
people don't abide by that.
Well, there is no stop coming the other way, is there? If you're
Only
turning right, coming,
If you're turning right, you don't stop.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a flashing stop. It's going to go where the stop sign is by the big tree.
Yes,
Got it.
for westbound. Yeah, to help with that situation.
And we have a history of accidents and so on there? Or do people just don't stop?
They don't stop. They roll through it. Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of complaints from the
They're going to
neighbors.
roll through a stop sign. It doesn't matter whether it's flashing or not.
I don't know, the one that we've installed, which is at the top of Humphrey Hill, is, from what I've observed, is pretty effective.
Are these things portable or are they permanent when we install them?
I mean,
I mean,
anything's
pull the
portable,
sign,
but
yeah.
it's not designed to be moved around.
The pole maybe, but I mean, is the solar power and the lights on the sign,
Yeah.
that sign cannot be
It's
taken
just
off
one.
and put somewhere else?
No, it's just one unit.
If we had tremendous success at one location and needed it somewhere else, we couldn't move it there?
You could,
Okay.
Just get another one.
right?
Well, $2,500 a piece. Oh. All right.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Ms. Lees?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
No executive session, I move to adjourn.
Second?
Roll call?
Mr. Beck?
Aye.
Ms. Lees?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.